And we
are
live.
Didn't have we out of sync.
Yeah, history always repeats itself. We never ever have it synced up, but it works. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live Q&A here on the channel. I'm joined by a longtime friend of mine and a very special guest, Trevor from Film Geeks. How the hell are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be back. We were looking at this. We haven't done one of these in 6 months, and we haven't done one of these across country, like via the internet, in like over a year. So absolutely insane. It's good to be back.
It's ridiculous that it took that long, but it's damn good to be back.
100%.
It is Wednesday. We're keeping that tradition alive for those who know. Remember that streak? That was months.
2020 summer. There's nothing to do. 2020 summer, bro. It was like, forever. It was awesome. That was a great time to be alive.
It was from like May through November. Incredible time, incredible vibes. So hoping to keep that going tonight. If you guys are in here, drop your questions, fire them off. We'll go hang out, answer them. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee we get right to your question, your comment, your concern. And hitting that like button goes a very long way. We got 32 of you in here now, so be sure to hit that like button. Do it. First question here is from Jacob saying, are you excited for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire coming in March 2024? I heard Slimer's returning for the sequel. Well, dope, if true. Have you seen Afterlife, Trevor?
No, I have not. But I still reacted to the trailer. I'm still excited for the movie. I think it's going to be good. I have actually not seen any Ghostbuster, for that matter.
Wow, okay. I've seen them all except the 2016 one. I don't know if I'll ever watch it. But I'm excited for this. This looks like the damn near best film to me. It's just original, like the Frozen Empire, that concept. Something Ghostbusters hasn't really conquered, so I'm all in on it.
100%.
But it's one of my too. For next year.
You said it's more you anticipated for next year?
It'll be in my top 10 most anticipated for next year. Yep.
That's fair. Every time I see the trailer in theaters, which they haven't been like overplaying, you know, when they overplay those trailers and it's mad annoying. You're like, dude, I don't need to see this again. They haven't been doing that. Every time it comes on, I'm like, that looks fire. So
fair.
I'm guess. I gotta watch them all. Probably should watch them all. Probably good.
A very peculiar question here. What is your third favorite Pixar movie? I'll give you my top 3. That way I can maybe give you my 3. My Ratatouille and Toy Story 3 consistently flopping back and forth. That 3 slot right now I'll give to Monsters, Inc.
Fair. Monsters Inc. Ooh, it's a great one. I could either go, today I'm feeling Coco. I'm going to go Coco number 3.
Okay.
Love Coco.
Valid. Let's see. Hey, Chris, if Channing Tatum appears as Gambit in Deadpool 3, it would be hilarious if he said, my name is Jeff, which would be a reference to, I think, 22 Jump Street.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think he'll show up because he was supposed to play Gambit for years, and that movie just fell through. And I just think it would be the perfect time for him to get the chance to do that.
I think Deadpool 3 is going to have a lot of big cameos, like Channing Tatum. I didn't know he was even rumored to play Gambit, but Gambit's like the magician guy, right?
Yeah, I remember in Origins, it's like
love that guy.
Taylor Kitsch, I think, plays him.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire actor, fire role. I love that movie. It's a guilty pleasure for sure.
Yeah, I know you love that one. That's a minority take right there. Like very much in the minority.
I'm like the only person who genuinely enjoys that movie. Deadpool 3, they just got to get their leaks under control because I saw I don't want to spoil it, sorry, but like obviously the leaks that came out, it's like I want to be surprised for that. I don't know the route they're going. I don't think anyone really knows. Like, is Wolverine going to be a good guy? Is he going to be a bad guy? What's going to happen with that? So, gotta figure that out.
I think there's going to be multiple Wolverines in film, easily.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I think they're going to go to like a bunch of different timelines. And that's why my one fear with the movie is it could just be incoherent damn near, like just all over the place.
Yeah.
But I have faith.
I mean, I'm good off this multiverse stuff, dude. It's kind of killing me anymore.
Fair, man. Connor asks, and speaking of Connor, there's a Deadpool 3 profile
literally
picture.
The exact photo.
What are your top 5 DreamWorks films? I'll let you take the wheel here because you're a bigger DreamWorks guy than me.
It's tough. You got to throw some How to Train Your Dragons on there. You got to throw Kung Fu Pandas on there. You got to throw Shrek on there. Last one I'll throw on there, Ants. If you haven't seen Ants, fire movie.
Okay. I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen it fully. I'm going to throw one out there, though. Ready?
Ready.
Madagascar.
Ooh.
Yeah, Madagascar, bro. That movie is slept on. I also have not seen the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, which is like, it's shameful, really.
Shameful.
It is shameful,
bro.
man.
It's so good. One of the best trilogies of all time.
That's what I hear. I have it on Blu-ray right over there. I bought it Black Friday last year. Still haven't cracked into them. So this year might be the year because of the new Kung Fu Panda movie. Might be time.
I think it should be time because
it's time.
Yeah, it has to be time. Come on,
one a night. Then that gives me something to look forward to the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Something to keep chasing. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. What's good, Taco Boy Studios? How you doing, Ryan? What's good,
Ryan?
Ooh, Shannon says, "How are you recovering after the UGA game? Or is it too soon to talk about?" It's fine. I've kind of let it go at this point. Right. But it was sad, and it is sad, and I'm ready for the 12-team playoff. You know, bring it on.
So. I'm not mad about Alabama being in the playoffs, though.
You're not?
No. Are you?
Yeah, I think Florida State should have been.
Not over Bama. SEC is the toughest division. You can admit that better than anyone.
I know I can, but it's just because of the precedent they had set with putting in teams like Cincinnati, TCU, the deserving versus best thing. It's just like it's crazy to me because if you plug any other team in the Power Five, in my opinion, into the same role Florida State had, like say Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, quarterback went down. They won the games in the same fashion Florida State did. I think they get the benefit of the doubt. Why didn't Florida State get a shot? You never know what could happen in those games.
That's fair. You'd keep Bama over Texas. Obviously, Texas beat Bama, but Bama was way.
I'd leave Bama out. They dropped from 8 to 4.
The SEC though, they beat number 1. You got to be there if you beat number 1.
Yeah, but it's just it's all bullshit to me because it's crazy to me, and this could be any team. I swear, this could be Michigan, Ohio State. You take the number 1 team; they're 12-0 all season. They lose by 3 in a postseason game, and they aren't in the postseason of your sport. That's crazy to me. That's why I've really kind of turned on the way college football tackles the postseason. NFL, there's a system.
I think Georgia should have been in it. You're not defending champions number 1 all year. You should have been number 4.
Yeah. And then put Bama in, maybe leave Texas out. Maybe you're right, but it's done. I can't control it. And, next season, I think they'll be pretty damn good. So,
do you think Georgia's going to beat FSU?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I do. I think it's either going to be a shit show of a game or Georgia's going to beat the hell out of them. But I don't think Florida State's going to beat Georgia by double digits or anything,
They're going to be angry. They might come out and be like, yeah, we should have won the Natty.
Georgia, I think, will be pissed too. So it'll be interesting to see who shows up. Okay. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. If you guys are in here, hit that like button. Excuse me. Starcourt says, "Hey guys, unless you're saving it for a video, what's your most surprising movie of 2023?" I will go ahead and give one. Off the top of my head, this could change if I decide to make a video.
Hit me.
Most surprising movie of 2023 to me, off the top of my head. I think I got to go Talk to Me. I wasn't expecting anything from the movie.
Really?
Yeah, and I walked out and I was like, damn, that movie had a great ending, consistently terrifying, disturbed me. In terms of horror films, it's one of the stronger. I'd say because it wasn't on my radar going into the year. Going and watching it, I was like, damn, this is shockingly good. So off the top of my head, that's my answer.
I'm gonna go Godzilla -1. Little recency bias.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't expecting this to be a top 3 of the year. Dang near best movie of the year for me. If you haven't seen Godzilla -1, get your butt to the theater because just the way there's certain foreshadowing moments and the filmmaking and storytelling. I was like, this is insane. This is way more than a Godzilla movie. And dude, that end, I want to talk to you about when the end, when he's there's a little flashback they do, dude, several times. I didn't even cried. I was like, oh my God, unbelievable film. Unbelievable.
I was blown away by it as well. And the more I think about it, the closer I am to just giving it a 5 out of 5. It's 5 out of 5. Damn near for me, bro.
I don't have a problem with it.
Man, is it good.
God, it's good. Godzilla's so mean. The only thing I didn't like was how Godzilla looked. Thought he looked this kind of stiff, robot-y. But $15 million budget, do these Navy action sequences. What? That's absurd.
There was a moment in the third act that I had full body chills, and it was in large part because of the score. The score,
favorite score of the year. Favorite score of the year.
Really?
Yeah, over Oppenheimer. Not even lying.
Over Oppie. Okay.
Yeah, bro. There's a certain moment. It was a talking scene, when they're sitting on this aircraft and there's a guy talking to him, and he says this certain thing.
Oh man,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Literally, that's what hit me right in the feels.
Got me as well. Yeah.
Oh my Garland, dude, it was awesome. It's great.
I hope we could own that movie physically, because I've. You know how we go on this physical media train, lately with stuff, bro, with stuff being taken off streamers, I'm scared now. I'm trying to own my favorite movies and shows. They took Watchmen off HBO because it's an HBO show, though. You can't watch it anywhere else now. What if they say one day, you know what? Stranger Things, we're done. It's not going to be on here anymore. What would I do? Well, I have seasons 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, but I'd be screwed. So it's kind of scaring me. Just
That's
like
fair. No, 100%. I go in the same thing. I don't own Oppenheimer. I don't own these certain movies right now, but I'm like, I might need to go pick them up because they do come off and on streaming service so much. All it takes is what if Netflix shuts down, goes bankrupt.
Imagine that.
Show's gone forever.
Exactly.
Gone.
Scary, man. Scary times.
A little terrifying.
Marvel Wholesome, what's good? How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Trevor.
Hit that like button if you guys are in here. Keep the questions coming. Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee we get right to them. This is a good question. I get this about every stream, but I want your opinion. Keep, watch, burn, and we're doing directors' movies. Spielberg, Nolan, Scorsese.
All right. Well, I'm keeping Nolan. He's my favorite director of all time. Nothing's probably going to ever top that, especially with Oppenheimer too. God almighty. This work is tough because Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies of all time. Martin Scorsese, Wolf of Wall Street, another one of my favorite movies of all time. Steven's like the certified GOAT, but then you got to go Scorsese. Even Killers of the Flower Moon is here, like constantly delivering. But then I'm burning Scorsese. I'm keeping Spielberg. Can't believe I did it, but I did it. I did it. I'm sorry.
Wait. We haven't really talked about Killers of the Flower Moon. You liked it, right?
It's a movie I really enjoyed. It's not going to be in my top 10. I really judge movies based on rewatchability. Like when I get out of the movie, when do I want to rewatch that?
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, want to rewatch it. Oppenheimer, want to rewatch it. Guardians, didn't want to rewatch right away. So that's why it's a little lower.
Okay.
But like Killers of the Flower Moon, I couldn't wait for that movie to be over. And I really enjoyed it. But I was like looking at my clock and I felt like I ran a marathon. I haven't ran a marathon, so I don't know what that feels like, but I felt like that was the equivalent to it because it's a damn near 4-hour movie. And it wasn't like easy to watch. No. You're like this. Oh my God. So
dude, I remember I was watching the movie and I had my watch on and I looked down thinking there was going to be like 40 minutes left and there was an hour and a half left. And I was like, oh shit.
Dude, when
I was like, how?
When I realized Jesse Plemons wasn't on screen yet and he was like one of the main guys, I was like, oh, I have like half a movie left. I was like, oh no. So that runtime definitely didn't do itself any favors. Lily Gladstone, do you want her to win the Oscar?
No, I don't think so. I don't. I think I would prefer
for Best Actress, right? She got nominated Critics' Choice for Best Actress, I believe. Yeah.
She deserves a nomination, but in terms of winning, I'd have to take a look at that list again. But I have my thoughts on the actor category more strongly than lead actress.
Who's your actor category? Here, I can pull up the Critics' Choice. Have it on my phone.
Please do, actually, if you don't mind. To me, and I've seen 3 of the potential nominated performances. I still got to watch Maestro, which I'm going to do soon.
Yep.
I have a screener of that.
You want Best Actress first?
Yeah, let's do Best Actress first, actually.
All right. Sorry to cut you off. Lily Gladstone.
Answer this question while you look it up. I'm keeping Spielberg, watching Nolan, burning Scorsese. I think we both agreed on that, I believe.
I kept Nolan.
Okay.
Watch Spielberg. Yeah.
Okay,
but same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, same ballpark.
Lily Gladstone. This is for Critics' Choice nominations, everyone.
Okay.
Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay.
Sandra Hüller, probably pronouncing that wrong. Anatomy of a Fall. I've never even heard of that movie. Greta Lee, Past Lives. I was not too surprised. I really enjoyed her performance, but shout out Past Lives. You haven't seen it? Highly recommend.
Haven't seen.
Carey Mulligan, Maestro. She's gonna kill it. She absolutely killed it in what was that movie that came out a couple years ago?
Promising Young Woman.
Thank you. Great movie.
I still haven't seen it though, but yeah.
Margot Robbie, Barbie, very fitting.
Yeah.
And Emma Stone, Poor Things, who I'm starting to believe is probably going to win.
That's what I've heard as well. Word on the street is so. I think she'll probably win. That'll be a second Oscar win.
She's great. She's like my all-time favorite actress. But Poor Things, it just doesn't interest me. I think I would hate the movie. So that's why I don't think I'm gonna check it out.
I feel the same way, my friend. You and I are very similar and stuff like that. So I don't know.
But who do you think's gonna get the Oscar? I think Margot Robbie. Barbie, 18 Critics' Choice nominations, more than any movie, more than Oppie. Barbie might sweep. Barbie might sweep the Oscars.
I think I think Emma Stone will win. Of those, I think Emma Stone's going to run away with it. Actually,
that's fair.
Yeah, I've just heard people saying that, and I'm like, why would I disagree? You know,
that's fair.
In terms of actor, it's a stacked year, bro.
Want to hear them for the Critics' Choice?
By the way, up to 60 people in here. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey, everyone, hit the like button for the boys. Boys back in town.
Yes,
you got Bradley Cooper for Maestro. I'm excited, and honestly, because of how much of a fan I am for Bradley Cooper, I want him to win, and I haven't even seen the movie yet.
Okay.
Leo, Killers of the Flower Moon. I think Leo's probably his most underrated performance because of how subtle he plays this stupid guy so well. Coleman Domingo for Rustin. Have not heard of that either.
Nor have I.
Yeah. Paul Giamatti. We were just talking about the holdovers before this. I like he's on there. I don't necessarily want him to win, but I'm glad he got nominated. Great performance. Cillian, of course, who I'm really hoping is going to. And then there's American Fiction for Jeffrey Wright, which I heard American Fiction is actually fire. Didn't even know that came out.
I've heard great things about that too, man. So
it's a tough year. It's a big year. Everyone keeps saying it's a crap year for movies. I beg to differ. It's like fire. Like a fire year for movies.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Up to 66 people. Welcome in, everybody. Keep showing love to the stream.
Going all night long, 24-hour stream, baby.
Yeah. Yep. Look, here's the deal. If Cillian doesn't win, I think it's a disservice because I think he's just the best. I watched Oppenheimer for round 3 the other night. I finally got the 4K, and I was just blown away by his performance yet again. And there's so many scenes. The one scene in particular, too, where I think he's like, how does he not win? Number one is the scene in like the gymnasium where everyone's in the crowd. He's like, I wish we'd had it sooner so we could have dropped it on the Germans. And then like it's dead silent and he's just like having an attack. I was like, chills.
That's filmmaking at its finest.
It's incredible.
Filmmaking, bro.
And then it's when he's being like super interrogated by like that Roger Robb guy.
Ooh.
And he's like, we, and then like you, and then he's like, I, and he's like having an attack and the lighting kicks in. I was like, oh, those 2 moments. And then he's great throughout the whole movie. But I think Cillian should win. It's his time. I don't think Leo needs to win for this movie. I haven't seen Maestro though. That's the one thing. Like Bradley Cooper could take it over. And then Paul Giamatti deserves the nomination.
Deserves the nomination. Yep. I don't think, especially, and this is obviously going to generally critics' choice a lot of times, kind of give you a hint as who's going to go down for the Oscars, right?
Yeah.
I think Paul Giamatti gets in for the Oscars. I want to see Maestro. I'm very much looking forward to Maestro because I love Bradley Cooper a lot. And this could be it. This could be like his tour de force, as everyone's calling it. This could be his movie to do it. Also, maybe it's not going to get nominations, but like Ferrari's coming out. I feel like everyone's sleeping on it. I feel like that could be like a little sleeper.
Could be.
But also, everyone's also saying it's not that good. So who knows?
Yeah, that's crazy though, because Michael Mann directed it, and he did Collateral and Heat, which are both fire. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, why is everyone sleeping on Michael Mann's movie? Also, shout out, I have not seen it yet, but shout out Zac Efron for The Iron Claw. He also got his Hollywood Walk of Fame. They'll never nominate him, but like, I feel like this would be the movie to get him nominated, but they'll never do it.
Probably not, unfortunately. Yeah, there's some guys that will just like never get a nom. So, let's see. Looking through the chat here, Ethan says, "Sup, Trevor."
Sup, Ethan.
Mike, what's good? How you doing? Are you guys excited for What If Season 2?
Absolutely not.
It comes out an
December
episode
26th?
a day. An episode a day from December 22nd through the 30th. Like they're doing 9 eps a day. Or excuse me, 1 ep daily for 9 days.
Interesting.
Yep. Very interesting. So I am excited for the Die Hard episode. Other than that, I'm like, whatever. I could go without it. So
yeah, I'm not looking forward to it like at all. No. I like season 1 of What If was cool, but like now it's like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Jason Carr in the house.
Legend.
Shout out, Jason. Seeing Wonka on Saturday, Godzilla -1 on Tuesday. Well, you got a nice little double feature lined up there. I hope you enjoy both movies. I enjoyed my time with Wonka. I think Timothée Chalamet is just one of the premier actors of our time, and he's so young in his career. This is such a different performance for him, but I was like on board with it. It was wacky, but it was like I dug it. So.
Dude, I'm excited to check it out. I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm trying to go tomorrow afternoon. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I love Timmy. Not my all-time favorite. He's one of my favorite current working actors.
Mm-hmm. I'll say this, if you didn't know, full-on musical.
That's what you said. You told me that the other day. So
like I'd say 8 to 10 musical numbers. So just have that in mind going on. I'm not even lying. Like it is a musical.
Down.
So.
I love good musicals.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Chris, what is the most disappointing animated movie sequel you've ever seen? That's a good question. You chip in here as well. Like a disappointing movie sequel. I can tell you the opposite was Across the Spider-Verse. That was a great film.
Ugh.
Disappointing movie sequel. Okay. Looking at my shelf, trying to see. You won't like this answer. And sorry, Jess, if you're in the chat. I was disappointed by Frozen 2.
Fuck, get out of here. Show yourself.
I'll say a better one would be Ralph Breaks the Internet, though. That movie was bad compared to the first.
Jess just yelled F off in the kitchen.
That's incredible.
Ralph Breaks the Internet was fine.
Fine. Was it, though? I think it was garbage. I haven't seen it in 5-6 years, but I thought it was really bad.
I've only seen it once, so that's fair. That's 100% fair. You're probably right. That's a fair one. But like, here's a good one.
Okay.
Better one. Direct to video. Lion King 1.5. Can we get some love?
I love that one.
Have you seen it? Scurry, sniff, flick.
Yeah.
Love that
dig
movie,
a tunnel,
bro.
dig
a tunnel. There it is.
Yes,
what was
sir.
that? Quick before the hyenas come.
That movie's
fire movie, bro.
I've seen that movie a handful of times in my life. Dude, I love it.
I watched that as a kid more than I watched the OG Lion King as a kid.
Wow.
That was my movie, bro.
Okay. I watched Lion King 2 quite a bit. Simba's Pride.
I remember they fought in the rain. I remember that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Kiara and Kovu. It was solid, man.
She was
I liked
scary.
it. All right. Keeping on with the chat, hey?
Gotta scroll down.
What's your favorite Leo movie? And then we'll do a speed round.
Where are we at? Where'd you scroll to? What's your favorite Leo movie of all time?
Yep.
Well, Wolf of Wall Street. It's like my number 5 all-time favorite movie. Dude, I love that movie. It was this year. I was like watching it like once a week, twice a week kind of thing. Just always turning it on. Like a comfort movie, which is really weird because it's a very stressful movie.
It is.
Gotta go that.
I'm gonna go with Inception.
Fair.
Inception, but a close second would be The Departed.
Part is great too. Have you ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Haven't.
Never finished it. Probably Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance of all time. Not even joking.
I mean, I've heard he's incredible. That was his first Oscar nom, right?
First Oscar nomination. The dude was it's insane. I don't think we'll see Leo like pull that out again. It's kind of like that's Leo. Like that's insane. How
I've heard it's just incredible. So I gotta watch it. It's on the list, the ever-growing list. I always say that. Speed round time. Right. Chris, is Oppenheimer in your top 10 favorite movies? No, but I could see it cracking that one day. I adore that movie. Favorite movie of the year? I'm not gonna say, but my previous answer to the question I just gave could tell you. All right, let's see. All right.
I do watch Dancing with the Stars Network 98. I was very happy for Xochitl.
Yeah, that was dope that she won. I wanted Jason to win, but I was fine with either.
I really wanted Allison to win from American Pie because she was the most improved all year, but Xochitl was the best, hands down. So I just the only one I wasn't like huge about was don't even remember her name, so never mind.
Top 3 Leo movies.
Top 3. Oh, Leo's popular today.
Leo's popular, man. He always is.
God almighty.
Inception, The Departed, and I want to get a little bit of a different one in here. I'm trying to think. I could say Wolf, but that's just basic. But that's gonna have to be it for now.
All right. I'm going Wolf.
No. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Excuse me. Thank you. Wolf is number 1. In order, number 2 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He is fantastic in that. And then I'll throw another Quentin on there. I'll throw Django because he kills it in Django. He's not in all that much. Not really a Leo movie, but I'll throw it in there.
No, yeah. I love those movies. And honestly, I got to retract my statement. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's a movie that I legitimately forget Leo's in, which I think is a testament to how good he is as an actor. I'm looking at the poster right now. I think Brad Pitt when I think that movie, which is crazy.
He won the Oscar.
Yes, he did win the Oscar.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Like that, it's tough. Like that, I don't know. I go back and forth. There's too many great movies to pick a favorite.
Oh, way too many. But
to quote Nick Cage from The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Got to mention Once Upon a Time in Hollywood though. Let's see. Looking through here. Top 5 Stranger Things characters at this moment in time.
All right. Me likey. I'm on a Stranger Things kick. I just posted a Stranger Things short on TikTok. Check it out.
Fire.
Yeah. Number 1's Dustin. God's my boy from season 1. Love him. Number 2, Hopper. Okay. Very solid with those two. Number 3, I'm going to throw my boy Eddie Munson on there. I'm a diehard Eddie fan, bro. Like, I just love him. Number 4, I'm going Steve. Number 5, this where it gets tricky. Do I go Lucas? Do I go Max? Do I go Robin? Going Max.
Okay.
Yep, it's fair.
Yeah. I will say my 1 and 2 are Hopper and Steve, and they're almost interchangeable depending on the day.
Fair.
My number 3 will be Dustin. My number 4 will be... This is just today. This is how I'm feeling right now.
Fair. 100%.
Bro, I'm reeling off Nancy season 4. She's a badass when she wants to be.
When she has that shotgun, bro.
Yes.
Nancy with the shotgun, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Peak Nancy right there.
And I want to mention something I just never mentioned enough, I feel. Robin. Robin will be my 5.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I love Robin. Love her a lot.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you seen One Piece? I have not.
I haven't. I heard it's like one of the better anime live action remakes, though. Speaking of, this is more of like, I think it's called a Western anime. I think it's what they call it, Avatar: Last Airbender. The live action show comes out next year. Looks fire.
It looks really epic. Like I watched that trailer, I was like, it looks Game of Thrones epic.
Yeah, it showed the Kyoshi warriors. I was like, oh my god, that's Suki. You know, the gals with the face paint, the fans, freaking sick. It showed my boy Zuko in there. I'm excited to see Zuko's arc. They have a young Aang, which is they're calling him that too. That's good. Appa looks great. Momo looks great. You saw Boss Sing say, bro. I
gotta rewatch the show.
I don't think people realize this is like one of my favorite shows ever, bro. Like when I saw that trailer, dude, I'm gassed. I'm so excited. I just can't stand it.
I think it comes out in February. It's not far out.
I thought it came out in summer, so maybe
it comes out. Well, maybe I was.
Does it come out in February? If it comes out in February, hey, whoa, we getting late in February.
Yes, sir. Pennies on Ford v Ferrari.
Probably the most underrated movie of 2019.
I agree. I'm glad it won the Oscar for, I think, sound. One of the sounds back when they had 2 sound categories.
Yeah.
Really, that movie in theaters shook me in a good way.
Oh, it was great.
Saw X or Godzilla -1 for me. What did you think of Saw X?
It's one of my least favorites of the year.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? Because you liked it a lot.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm hyped for Saw 11.
I just don't think I'm a Saw guy anymore, dude. I don't think I got like the stomach for it or something because we were watching it and then just liked it.
Freaking gross, to be honest.
But I was like, by the time I got out of it, I was like, they made whatever this freaking dude's name. I forget the guy's name. Tobin Bell's character. Like they made him like you're rooting for him. This is the most like despicable human on earth. Why am I rooting for this guy? So it just kind of took me out of it. But it was. I liked the concept, the story, a little twist they had, but just the gore. I'm good. Good.
Fair enough, man. I looked away in the movie. I plugged my ears once. I was like, ooh, there's a certain scene involving a leg. I was like, okay.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying. I was like, all right, come on. A little out there.
Have you seen The Last of Us? It's so good. I have. Trevor has too.
Favorite show of the year.
It's up there for me. I love The Bear season 2, though.
And Ted Lasso season 3?
Ted Lasso season 3, through its ups and downs, the ending really ended on a strong note for me, though. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, just
great moment.
Mando season 3? I forgot that came out this year.
I legit forgot that came out too. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was scrolling. I saw someone got like the steel books for the seasons 1 and 2. Mando seasons 1 and 2, fire.
Peak television. Season 3, I don't know what happened.
What happened? I am honestly, this is a very hot take. People will not like this. I think society kind of overhypes Dave Filoni a bit. And I love what he's done for Star Wars, but people love to put him on a pedestal just because of little things.
Well, who did Ahsoka?
Dave Filoni.
Get out of here, bro. Ahsoka's in my opinion, Ahsoka's the best Star Wars piece of content we've gotten since Force Awakens over Mandalorian. I loved Ahsoka.
Wow.
It didn't stick the ending with the finale. It needed 10 episodes. When we hit episode 8, I was like, I got to watch this finale. But I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to wrap this up. They really rushed Thrawn. They rushed a lot of things. Episodes 1 through 7, I stayed up till like every night as late as I could watching these. I was behind like 5. I could not get enough of this show. It's one of my favorite shows of the year. I loved it. It's my favorite piece of Star Wars content since Force Awakens. Easily.
Christ. Over Mando 1 and 2.
1000%. Scene. I'm sorry. Anakin Skywalker. Hayden Christensen. My childhood hero.
Valid.
Childhood hero.
Yes.
Right? I never hated him. Like, everyone always hated on him. I thought he was the coolest and scariest dude ever my entire life. One of the first DVDs I remember my mom buying me was Revenge of the Sith. Seeing him actually back and the way they filmed it. You're telling me when Anakin and they're in the Clone Wars, you see a little bit of Captain Rex in there. Shout out Captain Rex. Fire. And he's walking. He's like, come on, Snips. And then it flashes and he turns to Darth Vader. Dave Filoni. Filmmaking perfection. You know what I'm talking about. It was the sickest thing ever. I had chills. I have chills thinking about it. I'll stand on it. Mando season 2 is very good, but I'm tired of these little missions they always go on for something that are actually greater. It's like you keep giving me these fillers. Ahsoka wasn't. It had a mission and a drive the whole time. I love the show. Loved it. Favorite Star Wars show.
Okay. Ahsoka's regressed for me, man. I loved that Anakin app. I loved moments with Thrawn. Didn't stick the landing for me, and that soured it overall. I mean, like, the whole point of the show just felt pointless by the end. I know we're going to get a season 2 probably, but I was like, huh? My favorite piece of Star Wars content since The Force Awakens.
Andor?
It's either Andor or Mando 1 and 2. I rewatched my favorite moments from Andor, like this big YouTube video kind of talking about it. I was like, this transcends just being good Star Wars. This is just great TV. Right. I loved Andor.
Okay, so I need to watch it. I watched the scene Andy Serkis though the other day.
Oh my god.
Whoa! I literally was like, I need to watch Andor because Andy Serkis is probably going to go down as the most underappreciated actor of all time. Caesar, Gollum. He was King Kong in Peter Jackson's King Kong. The dude's unbelievable. One of the best voices ever. I love him a lot, so shout out him. We stayed on this question way too long. Sorry, everyone.
All right, let's run a little speed round here. And
Do it.
Excuse me. Best way for us to click on your question, because we won't get to them all, is send in a super chat. We'll be able to see it right away, and it's a huge way to help support the channel. All right. Looking through here, trying to find a good one in the chat. Okay. Could Jack have fit on the door in Titanic?
1000%. But to be fair, the door was sinking, and all of this was to show. It's not about if he could fit or not. It was just to show how much he loved her.
100%. Yep.
In a weekend, a little crazy, but it's all good. Like, know you for 2 days, I'm gonna die for you. Come on, I don't know.
Are you excited for Inside Out 2?
Very, very, very excited. I
like the trailer.
Liked it a lot. I'm really looking forward to the addition of Maya Hawke as Anxiety. Shout out Anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, sir. I want to know the other emotions too. I think it'll be a fun one. It'll be creative and unique, and I think it'll be one of the stronger Pixar sequels. We haven't had a Pixar sequel like a 2, the second film, since Incredibles 2, I want to say.
Wow. Probably.
Which was 2018. So it's
been
a while.
Are you excited for Elio?
Sort of.
I'm excited because it's Pixar.
But you and I actually have kind of differed on Pixar lately. Like, I didn't love Elemental. I thought Elemental was fine. Wow. I didn't like Turning Red that much. I did not like Soul that much. I loved Onward, though.
Loved Onward. I need to rewatch, so I watched it Christmas Day. Probably a terrible time to watch a movie, my favorite day of the year.
I did the same thing. I was like, what am I doing with my life?
We woke up, Jess and I woke up at 6 a.m. She's like, you want to watch Soul? And we watched it, and I was like, but I'm thinking about like Santa came, you know? Yeah. Turning Red grew on me because Jess always likes to watch it. Luca, Silencio Bruno really grew on me as well.
I forgot about that movie.
That's fair. And Elemental, I liked a lot. Really enjoyed. Thoroughly.
Yeah, I'm excited for Inside Out 2 more than Elio, but I'll watch both, obviously.
I'll watch both.
Yeah. I'm seeing Die Hard in theaters soon. I hope to. Actually, I think that's gonna round. We'll say, I don't think I'm going to, but I wanted to.
That's fair. It ends like today or tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Oh well. Thoughts on Krampus? Never seen it.
Never seen Krampus yet. Heard isn't it like a horror Christmas movie?
I think so. Yeah, I want to say it is. So I don't know. Maybe it's pretty neat.
Wow.
We just got a super chat. Shout out the Sundowners Club. Would you be more interested in a Days of Thunder sequel or an Inception sequel? Keep up the great work, guys. Well, thank you so much for the super chat. Considering I haven't seen Days of Thunder, but I think that stars Tom Cruise, I'm gonna have to take Inception.
I would love to see an Inception sequel. Are you joking? This is how that spun, where that ended up. Whoa.
I also think there's a way where they could do an Inception sequel that's like another heist, but it's just not with, like, it's just in the world of Inception. Like, it's basically a way for Nolan to make an Inception sequel. You could maybe have one of the people from the crew come in, but it could like reference the fact that, you know, that Leo's character, I think Dom Cobb's his name, like,
what if
get out, but
what if there was an Inception and there was like, they saw them, like that Inception was going on, and he just made another movie going on at the same exact time, and they were like doing the same heist, but just from like a different people's perspective, and you could like see them, and you kind of have crossings with them and everything. Nolan could fire that movie up. That would be sick.
What would be really cool is if he made an original movie, and then we found out in the theater, oh my God, it's connected to Inception. That would be crazy.
That would be really cool. Yeah. But I think the hype, and it would make more money if it said the long way to the sequels.
That would be dope. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Great question though. And thanks for the super chat. All right. Let's say, all right. Do you think 08 will make a return in season 5 of Stranger Things? I hope not. Callie, the girl from The Lost Sister.
Oh, no. I think they learned their lesson on that one.
I think they're not going to bring her back. I don't think.
No.
All right. What's your favorite holiday treat from Jess? I would say my mom's homemade peanut butter balls. Fire.
Very good. The M&M cookies that you made last night, and you could bring me one now.
I wish I could have one too. No.
So fire.
I also love gingerbread cookies. Cam made some.
Really? I'm not a gingerbread cookie fan.
I love them, man. I love them. I'm in love, and I don't care who knows.
You watched Elf this season?
I have.
I watched it 2.5 times.
I think I technically like half watched it on Thanksgiving, and then I fully rewatched it this past weekend.
So great. People who like don't like Elf, like I'm sorry, like why?
I saw like a hate thread on Twitter of people being like, "This movie sucks." I was like, "What?"
I'm sorry. This is like the greatest Christmas movie ever.
It's just such a feel good movie, and it's actually funny. Like some of the jokes in there are great, and I don't get the hate.
That's fair.
Don't get the hate. All right.
Travel all day, night to find you.
Have you ever seen Speed Racer?
No.
I think I saw part of it, but I never fully watched it. It was that, whatever movie with what's his name, the guy from Lone Survivor, Emil Hirsch. Emil Hirsch was in it. One of the guys on the Lone Survivor squad.
Shout out, Jess, for the M&M cookies.
That looks fire.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Jess is my wife. So that's everyone. It's everyone who doesn't know. To those who do know, shout out OGs.
You come to my house, you get my wife's name right. Christina.
Oh, nice.
Hilarious film. Top 5 Nolan movies. You got them off the top of your head?
You go first.
I'll go first. In no order until the end. The Dark Knight's got to be in there. The Prestige is in there. Inception's in there. I think Interstellar's probably in there.
Fair.
Oppenheimer, high on that list for me right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
very high on that list for me right now.
Dark Knight 1. I'll go Inception 2.
Okay.
I'll go Oppenheimer 3. I'll go Dark Knight Rises 4.
Great film, man.
Fire movie. I don't care how much people hate on it. And then number 5, I'll go Interstellar. I try to rewatch Interstellar, just really slow.
I haven't rewatched it in 7 years, maybe 8.
First time I rewatched it probably since 2016. And I was like, damn, this is a slow movie.
I do love Tenet, though. I know you don't, but I do love Tenet.
I need to rewatch Tenet.
Yeah, you do. Hot take, Home Alone 3 is underrated. Home Alone 3 is fine, but it's nowhere near the other two, in my opinion.
Never saw Home Alone 3.
And then the rest are garbage, at least from what I've attempted to watch. Top 50 Leo movies, go. All right, we got all day. No, I'm playing. Do you like the Olaf Presents shorts on Disney Plus? Never seen them.
What? Dude. Okay, so you know how you might not remember, but in Frozen 2, when he like kind of recaps to everyone of Arendelle who's lost in a forest, he recaps to them what happened in Frozen 1.
Yes.
He does it super fast, makes it super funny. He does that with like the classic Disney movies, and it goes, now presenting The Lion King, and he like reenacts The Lion King in like 2.5 minutes. Oh, okay. He does that. He does Tangled, The Little Mermaid. The funniest one I think is The Little Mermaid. He does Moana. Moana's funny too. It's just it's really, really good. Highly recommend. Yeah, we watch them all the time.
That'd be a fun thing to do, like after I watch the movie, because I'm doing the Disney journey. I'm on hiatus right now, but I am still doing it. That'd be a fun one to do after I watch the movie, to watch his reenactment of it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Have you watched Arrival?
Yeah, I think Arrival's wildly overrated.
Haven't seen it since theaters, so that was almost how it was 2016. It came out. I want to say it's been a minute, man. I will say this. This is going to get me in trouble with the film people.
Oh, God.
Sorry, everybody.
Denis overrated. You're going to say it, aren't you?
I'm going to say Denis overrated, but I love some of his movies. Prisoners is a 5 out of 5. Arrival is really good, but I think that people put Denis on this pedestal, and it's a little undeserved, in my opinion. Enemy's fine. Sicario, I've never got through. I fell asleep in it twice after I tried to watch it. So I think he's a very good filmmaker. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, but I don't think that he is Christopher Nolan. People want him to be that so bad for some reason. He's not comparable to me.
Okay.
It's my opinion. So
I think you were on this phase for a while. Sometimes you still do it, but you'll watch a movie.
Okay. No.
And then you'll watch a movie and you'll be like, oh, it's trash. And then you'll rewatch like 8 months later and go, what was I thinking? That's going to be when you ever rewatch Dune, because Dune is one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. I'll stay on
that.
Dune Part 2 is going to be one of the greatest sequels of all time. Did you watch the recent trailer?
No, I'm not going to. I've seen enough from the film.
I was like, I didn't even know it came out, but oh my god, Denise bringing the tricks, bro. And if it sets up for a third one too, I'm sorry. Like, I have chills thinking about it. I love Denis. Do I think sometimes he gets higher praise than maybe he should? Sure. I think his best movie is Prisoners, but I think in the sci-fi space, he's really solidified himself as a gangster. Top G.
Yeah. I haven't seen all of his work, so it's almost unfair to make that statement. But from what I've seen compared to the praise he gets, people do want to put him on like the GOAT list, and I can't do that. So
yeah. People right here, everyone's like, wow, you're so stupid, way at the bottom. No one's saying that. I'm just joking.
I honestly don't care if they do. Ocean's trilogy is goated. I agree. God, dude, I love it, bro.
The Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie prequel.
Bring it.
First off, love that dude. Okay, second off, Ryan Gosling's slowly becoming one of my favorite actors of all time. Love the dude. The Fall Guy, cannot wait for that next year.
Pumped. Yeah, David Leitch, dude. Bullet Train. Come on now. Shout out Ben from Meters Reviews.
Ben, what up, Pam?
Thoughts on The Rock starring in a new UFC biopic? Great opportunity for him to show off his acting chops.
I have not heard of this.
I think it's an A24 film. I think A24 picked it up.
Wow, that's crazy. So The Rock's kind of been on like hiatus and doing a bunch of like just more business stuff, it seems like, recently.
Yeah, I think the Black Adam thing really, I think that like hit his ego.
I probably did. I mean, Black Adam wasn't marketed good at all. Like DC... And it's sad because Marvel is slowly becoming like this too. But like James Gunn why are they even releasing Aquaman?
I think to try and make something
to make some money. Yeah, I guess to make like. I'm sorry.
I'm seeing that next week, and it's gonna bomb. It's James Wan, so I'll give it the benefit. I will go in with an open mind, but I have not liked a single piece of marketing I've seen personally.
Saw his clip the other day. It's going to be Thor: Love and Thunder.
Are you talking about the clip where where Patrick Wilson gets punched and he like flies like a cartoon and then he's like, I'm honestly, this could be a disaster. It could be a disaster. I'm just going to say it.
Could be very well a disaster. And James Wan said he's going back to do horror movies after this. I said, hey, shout out. Bro. Give us an original horror movie. You did great with Insidious and The Conjuring. Give us another one. Come on.
He needs to do The Conjuring 4.
He won't do it. He doesn't do 3 movies. He does 2 only, he said.
Conjuring 3 was such a fall off. The first 2, fire. Same with Insidious. They were really intense movies, atmospheric. Yeah. I felt the tension. And I went on my horror kick in July. It was weird, but it happened. And I ripped through like a ton of horror movies, including Malignant and the Conjuring movies and Insidious.
Oh, Malignant? Fire.
Yeah, I wasn't as good as the Conjuring 1 or 2 to me, but it was still very original, and I have to commend it for that.
100%. That freaking prison scene was insane.
Nuts. As much as it weird as it gets, like I have to tip my hat to how original it is. Like no one really does shit like that.
That's facts. And shout out James Wan for that.
Like the design of that character, it was trippy.
Way trippy. And I feel like James Wan's is really underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and in my opinion, he's the master of horror. Like from Saw, Insidious, Conjuring. Like the dude's got it. I would like to see him do like a almost slasher movie, take on like a different kind of horror than the paranormal that he does. Down for that.
Yeah, bring it. I'm hearing rumors that Mando season 4 will be a movie instead of a TV show. I've seen rumors too.
I saw Christian Harloff said something about how Jon Favreau should direct Mando movie today. He posted that.
I'm very, very against going the movie route with this, and I'll tell you why. You look at something like the Marvels, that a lot of TV shows sort of bled into. You had to watch the TV shows. Why would you take something from a subscription service and put it in the movie theater and expect general audiences to know what's going on? Because not everyone has Disney Plus. And you can make that assumption and be foolish. I think Mando's popular, obviously. Season 3, no one really talked about. No one really even watched. People who did thought it was underwhelming. I think you just got to...
I vaguely remember season 3. I forgot it came out this year. Yeah. I was like looking at shows that came out. I went, they did what they did with Book of Boba Fett. They kind of swept it under the rug and said, let's get through this. I don't know what the hell's going on. That's what sucks when Disney was acquiring everyone. Sure, it could work, but like you can only go so far on this one umbrella.
I'm kind of scared because I really loved what they were doing, but to me, Mando season 3 never really felt like it had stakes. It was just like it was all about Bo-Katan kind of becoming the leader again, and that was fine. But what was Mando's purpose? Like Grogu, to me, they really went like they lost me with Grogu. Something I never thought they'd do. Like they made Grogu just so obviously to be cute and all this. Like when he takes over that IG droid, it was like annoying almost, which sucks to say.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they ran out of magic or something. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Looking through the chat here. Eddie! Let's hear it, Trevor. I always, whenever he's in here,
gosh,
I try and emulate what you do.
Eddie!
There it is.
Eddie's a goat. Look at him. Goats!
Absolutely.
What a pimp. Eddie's a beast.
Shout out Eddie. Hope you're well, man. Let's see. Looking through the bloody chat. Have you gotten any new Blu-rays this year? I have, actually. For my birthday, I got a stack over there. So I got No Hard Feelings, Across the Spider-Verse, John Wick 4, Mission Impossible 7, and Oppenheimer.
I like No Hard Feelings. Thought it was like cute. Really weird. Certain things are really weird, like Jennifer Lawrence driving a car into the ocean and then fighting people buck-ass naked. Really weird. I was like, kind of like...
I thought that was hilarious, honestly.
Everyone said, okay, Jennifer Lawrence, there was like a nude scene, so why it's like really rated R. It's like a crazy full nude scene. I was like, oh, is it like a sex scene? No, her fighting people on the beach. I was like, this is kind of dumb. Like, what the hell?
That had me laughing good. But I think I like that movie. But yeah, have you bought any Blu-rays lately?
I'm not in a long time, people. It's very sad.
Yeah, I only really did because birthday money, and then I had to have Oppenheimer. But other than that,
I gotta get Oppenheimer.
Yeah, it's a must, and it looks incredible, dude. I watched the special features too. I was just geeking out about it all, the behind the scenes, how they pulled it off. If you get the Blu-ray, you got to watch the special features.
100%.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, most underrated actor of all time, someone says.
Interesting.
He was going to be Robin in the Dark Knight trilogy.
They set it up nicely, dude.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Right.
Someone's spamming.
Yeah, I had to take care of it.
I got a saw, yeah.
All right. Are you a fan of, are you a Muppets fan, and have you seen Muppets Christmas Carol? Haven't seen it.
No, yeah. I'm not a big Muppets fan.
I've just never watched Muppet stuff, really. I know there's an audience for it. I've just never really gotten into it.
That's fair.
What's the worst Adam Sandler movie that I've seen?
Jack and Jill.
I never watched that one. Yeah. What do you think it is? You're more of a Sandler guy than me.
I'm a Sandman fan.
Yeah.
I want to say probably Mr. Deeds. Was never a big fan of that one. That was the one I had a hard time getting through. Some of my favorite, because I'm a glass half full type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Favorites: 51st Dates. Just go with it. That's two to name off the top.
You liked Hustle, right?
I was about to go more recently. My favorite Adam Sandler movie is Hustle from Netflix. Okay. Have not seen it. If anyone hasn't seen, have you seen it yet? You've seen it, right?
No, I downloaded it on my phone when I was leaving your place, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it on the flight, and then I watched Seinfeld.
For 4 hours, watch Seinfeld?
I think I watched a lot of Seinfeld.
Damn.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Jackie.
That's when I was stranded in the airport. Remember that? Till like
that
3
wasn't
in the
this
morning.
Year?
2 years ago, or last year.
That was 2021. Your flights kept getting delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Anyway, who could become the next legendary director? Great question here. I mean, there's a lot of young pupils out there that, I mean, to me, I think Damien Chazelle. I think Damien Chazelle has more hits. I think he has 4 wins for me. And he's already won an Oscar with La La Land. He made Whiplash and La La Land, First Man, Babylon. I think if you ask the general population, they'd say he's 50% at least.
About Greta Gerwig.
Arguably, yeah. I mean, not even arguably. She Lady Bird, Little Women, and Barbie. Yes.
Yeah, three for three. Like, that's why I went to right. That's where my brain went right away. Because Damien Chazelle, I love Damien. I need to rewatch Babylon. I walked out of the theater. I had a raging headache. It's a hard movie to watch when you have a headache.
Yeah, it's loud.
All the trumpets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to rewatch that. But Damien for sure can be like a. I don't know if anyone would be well known like Spielberg and Scorsese, like when they retire or pass on later in life. But
Denis, bro.
Denis, 100%, bro.
He low-key could.
Now he's switching. Look at him switch.
No, I'm fucking with you. Look, I think Jordan Peele, but that's for horror. Jordan Peele, like Jordan the Hitchcock of it all. Who else is out there that's made just a few movies? I'm trying to think really. No, those are the big ones that when you think legendary, they have to have already had a good track record.
A couple of records.
One of those guys, I'd say.
100%.
Yeah, Nolan's already a legend, Spielberg's already a legend.
So. Nolan needs that director win, and he's good. He's solidified.
How about Bradley Cooper?
I don't know how much he's gonna direct, because it's his second movie in 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I could see that if maybe he wanted to get out of acting a little bit and go in more in directing.
Yeah, Stars Born, Maestro. Yeah, maybe he could have a little bit of a career turn, but it'll be interesting to see who that is, who arises.
You also got Emerald Fennell. She did Promising Young Woman, and she's also doing Saltburn, which I've heard nothing but not good things about Saltburn. Heard it's like kind of insane.
I've heard some disturbing things about it.
I've heard disturbing things, but I might check it out. I might watch it for next year.
Yeah,
it got nominated for Best Picture for Critics' Choice.
Wow,
kind of crazy.
Very interesting, Dr. Jones. Reason I say that is because have you seen Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? I haven't, but I saw the clip of the one episode where Harrison Ford comes back. Interesting stuff.
Not a big Indiana Jones fan anymore.
Yeah, it hurts me when you say that, but okay. Have you seen the Kung Fu Panda trailer?
Yeah, I check out my reaction for it. Mm-hmm. Shameless plug.
Link down below.
Looked good. Enjoyed it. Didn't see the Furious 5. Thought that was a little interesting choice there. But Tai Lung appears and then disappears. I think Tai Lung actually might help the Dragon Warrior, and it looks like fun again. So I'm here for it. Looks like maybe a little kiddie, but I'm here for it.
I have only seen the first two, to my knowledge, and I got to rewatch them and then watch 3 before I can watch this trailer for 4. So
hell yeah,
we will see. All right. Some people saying James Wan is goated. 100%.
Fair.
Flanagan too. Yeah, I know my buddy Jake is a big Mike Flanagan guy, and I know you interviews, and a lot of people are like. He did Follow the House of Usher, which I started and I liked. It was just I didn't get back into it. The end of episode 2 disturbed me. That's why I didn't go back.
Yeah,
to it.
I didn't watch it. A lot of people say it's the best show of the year.
Yeah, it was really good from what I saw. I just never got back into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he did Dr. Sleep and a lot of other
fire
stuff.
movie.
Yeah, so a lot of people say him and Peele could be like future just goat horror filmmakers. James Wan, I think, they're like the horror guys for our live time.
For sure.
All right, let's see. Looking through the chat here. All right. What do you think happened to the movie Red One? I thought that was supposed to come out this Christmas. I think it's still coming out, just got delayed, right?
All right, well, it is a Christmas movie, so if it got delayed, it get delayed a whole year. It's Chris Evans, Dwayne Johnson, and J.K. Simmons. It's a great question. That's a big movie that never got anything.
They filmed it a while ago, didn't they?
Last year, I remember they filmed it because after Black Adam, The Rock went to go film it. And he's like, "Hey, J.K. Simmons is Santa. Y'all ain't ready." Then nothing.
I wonder if it just like is done. Like I don't know. Maybe we'll never see it.
Red Notice by no means is a good movie, but it's still a fun movie, and it made Netflix a buku amount of money. So seems like one you should do. Chris Evans, bro, his career's taken a dive kind of since Captain America. It's sad to see. I heard Pain Hustlers, him and Emily Blunt. I heard that was
bad. Yeah, heard it was awful. He did Knives Out, but other than that,
playing the heavy in a movie is never a good sign either.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This question says, "Are you guys planning to watch The Boy and the Heron? Unless if you're not into Ghibli, you should watch it." I've never watched a Studio Ghibli movie.
Excuse me. Well, one of my really good friends said it's like his favorite movie of the year. He really, really enjoyed it.
Okay, dope. Ryan says top 5 Christmas films.
Go.
Home Alone.
Okay. It's on mine as well.
These are in no order. Home Alone. Elf.
Yeah.
I think Die Hard a Christmas movie, so Die Hard.
Sure. Polar Express.
There's some more that I put over it. The Santa Claus.
Fair. Come on.
And then
Jim Carrey, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. March.
Oh man, I actually watched the movie for the first time, like legitimately rewatched this past weekend. I didn't hate it as much as I used to.
That's good.
I used to hate that movie, bro.
I used to not like it, and I watched it. I quoted it all the time. Then we watched it last year, and I'm like, "This is fire."
And then one more. Screw it. It's a Wonderful Life. Fantastic movie.
Never seen that.
My life, yeah, great film.
Never seen it.
So those are my 5. What about you?
I'm actually right there with you. Besides, It's a Wonderful Life, because I have not seen. I'll go Santa Claus. I can throw The Grinch Stole Christmas on there. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Shout out. I love that one. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, it's classic stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. That's great. Fire.
What's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Green Eggs and Ham.
That's a great pick right there. True classic. Yertle the Turtle for me, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah, Yertle the Turtle.
You ever read? Here's off this one. What's your favorite children's book? Like book you read or your mom read you to bed every night?
I loved the Magic Treehouse series.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Did you ever read Where the Wild Things Are?
Maybe, but I don't remember. I've heard of it.
Fire.
Is there a movie?
Fire. Yeah, I got made into the movie. I never watched the movie, but I loved the book as a kid. Those are my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Samantha says, hot take, Talladega Nights is the best comedy movie.
I don't know how hot of a take that is. That is a damn funny movie. That's a damn
very funny. I think there are funnier Will Ferrell films, but it's up there, and it's probably in his top 5 funniest, right? You'd have to say.
Top 3. Step Brothers, I don't know how well it would hit this time.
When's the last time you rewatched that? I was wondering that the other day because I haven't seen it
a couple years ago, and I turned it off.
7 years,
and I was like, eesh.
Maybe it's not as funny as you remembered. I don't know.
It's also a movie from 2008.
Yeah.
So comedies get less and less funny.
I haven't seen it, like I said, in forever. But The Other Guys is hilarious to me. Anchorman's funny, but it's I don't know. Talladega Nights is damn funny, bro.
Damn funny. Ain't first or last.
All right, let's see. If James Gunn really turns DC around and reaches endgame level, he's undoubtedly one of the GOAT comic book directors. 100%. He's already got Guardians trilogy and the Suicide Squad under his belt.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the Superman?
Yeah, I think he'll handle it well. I'm just interested to see how DC's gonna go. Like they said, Jason Momoa, Michael Rooker, they're all gonna get new roles in DC. I think Momoa's getting a new one and stuff. So a little bit interested to see how his version of everything kind of plays out.
That really does make me wonder, why is this movie coming out, Aquaman 2? Like how, if it's just not going to connect, is it just Warner Bros. Saying, hey, let's try and make some money off this thing?
But 100%. 100%, right?
I guess so.
I heard the reshoots, Momoa was showing up drunk and shit. Amber Heard's still in this movie that no one's even addressing. What are we doing? So I don't know. I'm not really excited. That being said, I'll see it next week. So
I will too.
Last DCEU movie will go out the hoorah. That's what never made no sense. We thought it's been the last DCEU movie since The Flash. I really did. Yeah. Flash. Remember that? That might be my least favorite of the year. That movie has gone so far freaking down, dude.
It's every day I think about it and I see a clip from it, I hate it more. I will never watch it again.
No. Straight trash, dude.
Yeah. Cam says How the Grinch Stole Christmas Supremacy. She loves that movie with Jim Carrey.
Dude, absolutely great. What would I wear? Ooh. Oh. That's not my part.
That might be your best impression.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Hot take, Jingle All the Way, underrated. Thoughts on that one?
You're my number one customer. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I watched it in 2020. Before you and I met up in person.
Jess loves it. Loves it. I fucking hate that movie so much.
I was waiting to see your response as to how harsh I was going to be on it. I'm right there with you. It's garbage.
It's not a Christmas movie in my opinion.
It's garbage.
It's awful. That's when Arnold's trying to made some money, I guess. But Jess loves the movie. I own it on Blu-ray because she loves it so much.
The cookie. Isn't that movie with the cookies?
Put the cookie down.
Yeah, that one. God. Yeah, little Anakin Skywalker. Little Annie. He's in that movie. Are you an angel?
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Ooh, Violent Night. I rewatched it again, bro. I really like Violent Night. I watched it. It's my third time seeing it. I watched it twice last year, once this year. I just have fun with it. Like David Harbour kicking ass with that hammer in the third act. I'm like, hell yeah.
Santa's coming to town. Fun movie. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he's a good Santa. And apparently they're doing a second one.
I'm down for that. I think it made okay money.
$76 million on a $20 million budget. So I think that's I think it broke even a little, right? I don't know how much the promotional budget was.
I don't know how much marketing goes into that, but I'm sure it did fine.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Who's a better actor, Jim Carrey or Ryan Reynolds?
I'm going Ryan Reynolds. Love Jim Carrey. Love him. But I'm going Ryan Reynolds.
I have that's tough for me because of the Truman Show. Like Jim Carrey can do serious really well, but I think I will give the edge to Ryan Reynolds because of his perfect comedic timing.
Ah, so good.
Yeah,
I've never seen the Truman Show, so
man, so super worth the watch. Who do you want to be Reed Richards? Apparently, it's going to be Pedro Pascal, but I'm kind of over all these rumors saying, "Oh, it's confirmed," but not really. Like, is it actually going to be him? Can Marvel just announce it at this point?
I would be down for Jim Carrey as Reed Richards.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, it'd be out of the blue, but
Pedro Pascal, I think, is a huge misfire. Huge misfire.
I'm curious because he was never on anyone's like list. I'm just like,
it's because like he was popular.
Yeah,
but like his popularity like last year was it, and especially with The Last of Us. But now it's like Pedro Pascal isn't all that popular like as he was. I still love the guy. I'm still very excited for Last of Us Season 2. But as Reed Richards, don't get me wrong, a boy can be serious. He's one of the better actors working today. I just don't see it. Don't see it.
Strange for sure. We got a super chat from Country Boys.
How
long do you think it will be to film Stranger Things 5? And is there still a good chance that Stranger Things 5 will come out close to Christmas 25? So, to my knowledge, it will. They're saying that it might end filming in late fall of next year. So, film almost the full year. I would say they go into editing, all that. I think that it will come out in 2025. I think it'll come out like the back half of 2025.
Do you think they film that long?
Yeah. Because of the scale of the season. Supposedly, David Harbour's like, yeah, it's going to be a massive shoot. And so I do think they're going to film this one longer than any other seasons.
For sure. But like, I mean, like 8 months? Most of the time shoots are like 8 to 15 weeks. Like that's a long shoot.
Yeah. My thing is films are usually 2 to 3 hours, and this is going to be like 9 to 10 hours because it's...
How long did Game of Thrones take to film?
A long time, I think, but
like the filming part of it, 100%. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away. The filming part of it, at the end of the day, is the easiest part for shows like this. It's the editing that is like the brutal work. There's the word. So I'm interested. I hope it doesn't come out in 25. It's like you wait. I get the strike kind of happened, everything like that. But
that threw it off for sure. That delayed it months and months.
But like it should have been season 5 should have been written after season 4 was written. Because right when season 4 was done, it should have been filming.
Yeah, fair. I think they were writing. I think they had started writing in August. I want to say they took some time off, but I know what you mean. It is frustrating. I do think that they will do whatever it takes to get it out in 2025. I think Stranger Things Day of 25. I think, which is November.
Interesting. I wonder. Or are they going to wait? If you're at that point of the year, you might just wait till 26 summer.
Yeah, I mean, look.
You're waiting 2 full more years, no Stranger Things? That's no lie. That's too long.
It is too long, yeah. But I do think they're the one show that can kind of get away with it. Yeah, it's crazy to think
That's what I'm saying. You start thinking about it. I was like, I might have kiddos and shit, you know? Like, I'm going to be like, hype for Stranger Things? Yes, but like, the hype will go down. It's inevitable.
I will disagree because I think that the hype will always be there. I think the second they drop that trailer, the world's going to be like, oh, hell yeah, final season. Because the same things were going around with season 4. People were like, it's too damn long. And then sure shit, it ended up being the biggest show Netflix has ever made. So
for sure. Don't get me wrong. I think it's going to be huge. I'm not hating on it. Stranger Things is a fair show of all time. I'm not trying to hate.
No, I don't worry. I know you're not.
But like, I still think that's a little too long. Still think. Yeah. Because look at House of Dragon season 2. How come? Look at they have fucking dragons breathing fire, and their shit's coming out soon. That's all I'm trying to say.
They had the benefit of filming during the strike because they weren't in the U.S. But I do know what you mean. It's like Last of Us is getting on it. Like it is weird that Stranger Things has these long gaps, but I'll take it if it means it's the best product possible, the best piece of art they can give us.
I think we need it by 25. Think about
25. I think Netflix has probably said, hey, by the end of 25, this has to come out, and I think that's understood, and I think that's why they're going to film with urgency.
I think they can get it done like how they did. I think the best way for them to release it would be summer 25. How they did, do the same exact thing, the same exact split. End of May, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, I think so. That would be ideal. Would be summer.
That'd be best case scenario, probably.
Yeah, there's no way it comes out next year. They're not going to be done filming until like September,
so.
Unless they already filmed somehow. I don't know. That's funny. Yeah. Man, let's see. All right. We'll go for a bit longer here, so keep the questions coming in, and Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee we get right to it.
All night.
Who's the better actor in your opinion of all time, Leo or Cillian? Leo.
For sure.
But Cillian's outstanding.
Outstanding. Peaky Blinders. No fighting. No fight. You seen that?
I can't wait to watch that show one day.
I need to watch it too.
Better duo, Eddie and Dustin, Steve and Dustin.
I mean, we saw some more of Steve and Dustin, so I'll go with that. I do love Eddie and Dustin, but I think the best duo in the entire show would be Steve and Dustin. I mean, like, when like how excited Steve is to see Henderson, you know, when he's back from his trip and all, like, dude, it's great. It's great.
I go back and forth, but I say this. I think the better role. I think the relationship between Eddie and Dustin is like there's more love in that in terms of Eddie like truly wanting to be like a leader to him and bringing out the best in him. But I love the Steve and Dustin dynamic so much too. So it's tough.
I think what makes it the better duo though is that even Dustin knows he's hella cool with Steve, like even cooler with Steve because Steve was getting jealous. He's like, "You're just jealous of hanging with an older guy."
Yeah.
Like I think it kind of like even they know like they're there for each other. Still sad though. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love Eddie and Dustin.
Most overhated Disney Plus show. Probably.
I loved Hawkeye a lot.
A lot of people hate Hawkeye, so I'd say Hawkeye or the Falcon and Winter Soldier in terms of overhated. But yeah. Do you think we'll get a Barbie 2? I think it's inevitable, right, man?
If we don't, something ain't right.
I think it's inevitable because like the movie made over $1 billion. It's rare that $1 billion films don't get sequels
immediately. So we should do a little Barbenheimer get Oppenheimer 2.
Yeah.
Barbenheimer summer again.
Dude, they might do a Ken movie. That's what they're saying.
Nah. Not gonna happen. That would be.
Would it flop? If they just called it Ken, I'm Just Ken is the name of the movie.
What is it going to be for the guys? Like, it's going to be like what?
It would be bad. Cam says Eddie and Dustin. Hell yeah! Thank you for the super chat.
Facts. That's fair. I love Eddie. I don't want. Who am I talking about?
Both, dude.
Dude, both number one. Damn it.
I love them both. I love the trio of Robin, Dustin, Eddie in season 3.
Say it again.
Excuse me, I messed up. Robin, Steve, and Dustin. That trio in season 3. Yeah, sorry, I misspoke.
I was like, I missed something here, brother.
Oh man, that's good. Will Nolan ever do a sequel again? Honestly, I don't think so. Unless he gets a James Bond trilogy or something, and that would count as a sequel. I don't see any of his films getting it. You don't want him to do Bond?
Don't want him to do Bond at all.
Damn, why not?
You want him to?
Oh, I want it bad. I would love it. Yeah, because I love Tenet. I think it would be very Tenet-esque. It'd be more linear in terms of the storytelling, but I would love to see him do Bond. It's his dream job.
Well, the only trilogy he's ever done it feels unfinished. So I don't want to
really.
See Dark Knight Rises? Don't you dare tickle us.
You think it feels unfinished?
As soon as the Dark Knight Rises ended, I literally remember asking everyone, like, when are we getting the fourth one?
Man.
Are you joking? Robin, he's alive with freaking Anne Hathaway at the end.
He is. I think that's the beauty of it. It's up to the imagination.
Shut up.
Country Boys with another super chat. Thank you. If you had to guess 2 main characters to die in Stranger Things 5, who would it be? Mine would be Nancy and 11.
Okay. It's funny. I actually filmed about this earlier. I was like, I think it said, I'm sure you saw it, that they're wrapping up characters seasons. 11, Lucas, Dustin, Hopper. Their seasons their series are done. Very interesting. I don't see it in a way they kill Lucas or Dustin.
I think they're safe. Yeah.
I think they're like safe. Because Lucas really won us over in part 2 of season 4. Very funny kid throughout. Probably one of the better actors of all of them. Caleb McLaughlin, of all the kids, he might be the best actor.
Yeah.
Dustin's arguably the people that's everyone's favorite character. He's my favorite character.
Hopper, I think he's the most lovable. It'd be the most harmful to kill him.
Why? It'd be like, really? It'd be like killing a dog. Like, why would you do that?
Correct.
Hopper, you already tried to kill him once.
You did. And they
I don't see in a world you do it again.
Okay.
Why would you? It's like killing Tony Stark. Why would you bring Tony Stark back, essentially? To save the universe?
It'd feel cheap, right?
Feel cheap.
Yeah.
I think the only one who's 1,000% on the chopping block of our heroes is 11. I think 11 is going to, because I think it's the only way they can shut down the Upside Down.
I agree wholeheartedly. I've said this for a long time now. 11's got to go. So I'll give you 11 as one of my predictions. The other one, I think one of the older kids is going to bite the dust. And I think it's going to be... I don't know. I think it's going to be Steve or Jonathan. And
I was about to throw Jonathan in there.
Yeah,
I
Jonathan,
think Steve's too lovable. I think because Jonathan kind of had a weird thing. I think Jonathan sacrificed himself for his family.
I could totally see that.
For Joyce and like for Nancy, and like he's like his little brother didn't take it again or something. And I could see Jonathan sacrificing himself because Jonathan's like was a straight bum in season 4.
The thing I've thought about it too is like they did set him up in season 4 to be this guy who doesn't really care and he feels like he has no purpose. And so maybe he gets back to Hawkins and he sees that Steve and Nancy might be hitting it off, and he's like, "Hey man, like in the back of his mind, maybe he's like, I'll lay my life down for my brother or whoever," and he could sacrifice himself for Will. And that'd be a damn good scene, like Nancy over him. And then like ultimately we get Stancy, but it's like, that would be super. I mean, I feel like that would be a good way to round out his character.
Yeah. And I think so too. I just don't see in a world where I think Dustin's probably just going a Broadway route. What's his name?
In real life, Gaten Matarazzo?
Yeah. I think Gaten's probably going Broadway.
Yeah.
Caleb McLaughlin, I think he's doing music and all kinds of things. But and David Harbour's probably doing movies. So, like the dude's gonna be huge. And Millie Bobby Brown's gonna be the biggest of anyone.
Potentially, yes.
I think so for sure. I think she's gonna be a huge star. So everyone else is like, there's spinoffs, but like, I don't know what kind of spinoffs you could do of Stranger Things. I really don't.
In the world, I think there's potential, but not with those characters. I really don't. I don't think they're gonna touch the main characters. I think they're all gonna have conclusions.
Yeah, I think that should.
Do you think Max will wake up in season 5?
I think in the part that I'm assuming they're going to break it up in 2 parts again. I could see Max not waking up till the part 2 of the season.
Yeah, like a little Jon Snow, like a little like a shot overhead of her like waking up. That'd be crazy.
Or what if Lucas is dead and she wakes up and he's gone?
Ooh.
Whoa! Don't do me
we
like
that. See.
We
will find out. Do you think Avengers Secret Wars is going to be the best Avengers film? No.
I am highly concerned for the future of Marvel. I'm very excited for Deadpool 3, arguably my most anticipated next year, but I am highly concerned with it.
I have my concerns. I think it'll be awesome, but I do fear it's the only MCU movie coming out next year, by the way. But in terms of Avengers, no Avengers films will be better than Infinity War Endgame.
I don't think anything will top Infinity War for me.
So special. It's especially too where we were at in our lives. Like for me, like junior, senior year of high school, it was like just that time period was special because it was like it was more carefree in terms of like movie going and stuff too. It was even before I had this channel, so it was special. And talking about that every day for 2 years, both movies, it was special damn time.
Special.
Who would be? Let's see. I saw somewhere that Gaten, Caleb, and Millie will not be continuing on with the franchise and any spinoffs and moving on from the series. Makes you wonder what the fate of the characters is. I feel like that's going to be a lot of them, though, honestly. Yeah. I know that some of them have publicly been like, I'm ready to move on. But I feel like a lot of them, I don't think they're going to bring anyone from the show, the main group, back. I think they could do it like in the 50s or the 40s or go ahead in time, but I don't think they're going to do.
Thinking they could do something where like Steve and Nancy had kids and it's
potentially
them. They could be like the year 20, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it all returns and you go down the adventure again of the upside down and everything. I think you do something like that. But that's fair to think. You got to think, how young was Gaten and Millie when they started the show? They were like what, maybe 11, 12?
I mean, they're what? That was in 2016. So they were filming in like 15. And it's 2024 right now, coming up on. And a lot of them are like just now 20. So yeah, they were a lot younger. Like 13, so like maybe
12, 13. They look younger than that.
Crazy, bro.
They look like they were like 9.
Absolutely insane. But we'll take like 2 more questions. So fire off some good ones, and then we'll wrap this thing up. But yeah, this has been a fun time regardless. Here's a good one. Do you think Eddie will come back as Kaz, like the vampire himself, or just in like a vision scene?
I think Eddie should come back as himself. I don't see if they bring him back as Kaz and he's this vampire, he's gonna have a redemption arc. Like they're gonna have to like get him to find out that he's him. I think that's silly. I think Eddie comes back. I think it opens with the crawl opens with Eddie crawling outside the upside down.
Yeah, because to me, if he comes back as a vampire, he's just gonna die again. They're not gonna like make him not a vampire. You know what I mean? Like he's going to die a vampire. So I think that either leave him dead and don't bring him back as a vampire, or just have him come back as Eddie, like you said. And I think there's a route where they do it. I think they're really teasing it, man. They've been teasing it a lot on social media this offseason.
The little cross off on that list.
Yeah, dude. Like that's either Max or Eddie.
Why would you put Max down there?
To fuck with us, but I think it's Eddie.
Max ain't gonna. And no, it's not Max. No.
You think it's Eddie?
Has to be Eddie.
Because it could even be, just because he's on that list doesn't mean that his character's alive. It could be a vision, like we've talked about. So
it could be a vision. I think also too I've seen theories where like Dustin was talking to Eddie's uncle and he's crying like he died. He's a hero. I don't know if he said he died a hero, but he's a hero. It could be that like no one's gonna see Eddie for who he truly is.
Yeah.
Which is a bad name of Jim.
Man, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Do you think Batman 2 would be better than the Batman?
No.
No way, right? I mean,
the
first Batman is elite. You can't go in thinking a sequel is going to be better than the original. That's just disaster waiting to happen. But I do think there's a world where it's on par with it, which would be damn impressive. Usually with trilogies, the middle movie is the worst. Usually.
Majority of the time. 100%.
Yeah. So that's why I'm nervous. But then you got The Empire Strikes Back. You got The Dark Knight. So we'll see.
Oh, shit.
We shall see. As much as I love Eddie, I don't want him to come back because it would ruin the weight of sacrifice. Yeah, it just depends on the way they do it. We kind of have to wait and see how they handle everything.
I thought that until because season 3, Hopper's letter. That's the perfect send off for a character. And then not even in for season 4, the post credit scene, they're like, we can't live with this. We gotta bring the boy back. Like they even make us wait. Like Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, gone. All of a sudden, you have to wait a fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine watching it live. Thinking, oh my god, then all of a sudden, finally you realize, thank God he's not.
Yeah. Brutal.
They can do it.
Brutal.
Look what they've done. I don't think anyone expected Eddie to be this lovable.
Brutal.
He's coming back.
This will be the last question, by the way. Do you think Stranger Things Season 5 will end like Guardians 3, where it's satisfying but nobody dies? So kind of like how they almost killed Rocket and almost killed Drax, but it made you feel a bit of the loss, but they ended up having a happy ending? No, I think someone's going to bite the dust.
I'm actually hoping for this ending. It's a very good comparison, and I am hoping for this ending because I love these characters. They're at the end of the day, they're kids. It would be awesome if 11 just like lost her powers and the Upside Down closed, and then she got to be a kid with everyone. Everyone were off in the sunset.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
Maybe that's what they do. You know, it's either she goes or she gets freed of her powers and she can live. That would be like as a character arc. That would be great for her to like live as a normal life, no powers, not have to hide. Yeah,
no papa yelling at you and freaking abusing you. Yeah, it would be great.
I think that, and unfortunately, I think that somebody, because of the stakes and how high they are, somebody's got to pay the price. Like to quote National Treasure, somebody's got to go to jail. That's what he says at the end. Harvey Keitel says to Ben Gates, he's like, Ben, somebody's got to go to jail. He's like, I think I got a guy. And they pull up on, Sean
Kill
Bean.
Vecna. Kill him brutally. Brutally.
Kill Vecna, and then maybe like what about Murray Bauman? He could die, like someone like that, But
I see the bald eagle crashing up like a crash in his plane, like whatever, yelling something crazy. I am the bald eagle. I can see something like that.
That would be great. So I don't know, but I do think there's a world where a big name goes. I will stand by this. Lucas, Dustin, Mike, none of them are dying. Will is on the fence for me because of his connection to the Upside Down. But I do not think Mike, Lucas, or Dustin will die. They are very safe to me.
Word. That's fair.
Yeah, they're very safe to me. But that'll do it. That'll do it for this live Q&A, about an hour 20. Fun time, man. Great to have you on.
Great to be. Basically a Stranger Things live stream, so shout out that.
I love when it turns into that, man. Stranger Things are the best. So
absolutely.
That'll do it. Trevor, you got anything you want to plug? All your stuff is linked down below.
Check the link down below, everyone. Really appreciate the support. And
absolutely.
That's always good to be here.
Absolutely. Go subscribe to Film Geeks. Again, his YouTube and everything is linked down below. But that's going to do it for this stream. Stay tuned for more content coming very soon. More live streams, shorts, all that stuff. Follow me on all my social medias down below, as well as Trevor's. But that'll do it. Stay tuned for more content coming soon. And until next time, we'll see you guys on the other side. The Upside Down.